playing him?
I play Peter Patrone, and he is Heidi's best friend. They meet in high school, and the play sort of chronicles their relationship over the course of several decades. And Heidi represents, in some way, Wendy Wasserstein. It's almost like a fairy tale. They're meant to be together, and yet they cannot be together. Peter finds out in his early adulthood that he is gay. Elisabeth, obviously, one of my favorite actresses from one of my favorite TV shows. You know, so I feel in a weird way like I have watched her. She's been in my living room for 7 years.
I've never played more than one character in a play before, so I can't wait to do that. I love playing really different people. Now I get to play 4 completely different women. I'm playing Fran, Molly, Betsy, and April. Fran is like this really ballsy, sort of very eccentric lesbian leader of the women's consciousness movement in 1970. And then April is a very powerful television host with her own show. She's just one of those playwrights that for women make us feel like we're not aliens. You know, we're not alone. It's okay to ask these really big questions. It's okay to be different. It's okay to not have a boyfriend.
I found it very ahead of its time and very relevant for today, honestly. I didn't think anything that she was asking or talking about was that different from what me and my friends are talking about. Okay, now we can have it all. What does that mean and what do we do with it? You know, and I think that that's kind of a very modern female question. I mean, there's nothing like doing theater in New York, honestly. It's something like going to see theater in New York. It's so exciting when everyone's bustling around. Just like being in this room and seeing all these props and all the like tape on the floor, and it feels very kind of like old-fashioned, you know, like we're putting on a show. It's cool.
You know, Scoop is one of these guys who there's these different shades of him. You know, when you meet him, he's pretty arrogant. I mean, he's not necessarily the most likable guy, but there's something about him that Heidi Holland loves. Pam McKinnon is going to lead me in one direction or the other. Is it Mad Men that she was in?
I think so.
Yeah, so, you know, whatever. So she's amazing. I mean, I believe this was, you know, a role that she was born to do, really. She's going to just light up the stage. I mean, there's no... Yeah, I mean, the rest of us just have the task of having to keep up with her, you know? I just believe that experience, obviously, helps no matter where it comes from, you know? I mean, I always say that, like, I think one of my best experiences and sort of one of my most useful ones was doing a daytime soap opera.
It really feels like the perfect conditions under which to do this revival. I mean, it's so amazing because the first time they did it, it was a male director, but it's so exciting to see what this is like with a woman at, you know, the helm. And she's so smart. And like, if you go watch movies, the way you can say it's a woman's movie is if there's more than like 2 named female characters and they actually have a conversation that isn't about men.